right, how y'all doing anyway? I'm going to try really hard not to be that pretentious lead singer for the bad opening band that ruins an otherwise good concert. But I'm going to spend a few minutes talking to you about what is Ignite. Now, Ignite started in December 2006 in Seattle, Washington. The historical record is a little bit sketchy. I subscribe to the theory that Ignite was started by a group of disgruntled, disgusted Seattle Mariners fans who wanted to sort of channel that frustration into something more creative, more constructive. Now, true, thousands of baseball fans have had to suffer because of this, but thousands of cool, creative, smart people had the opportunity to express their ideas, because Ignite, since 2006, has literally gone global. You have dozens of Ignites going on all over the world. I mean, how cool would Ignite Casablanca be? Now, there are pockets of resistance. There are cities like Tallahassee, Florida. But I do not come to bash on Tallahassee one more time. I really pity the fools. I mean, look at the numbers. They don't know what they're missing. 600 tickets, 45 submissions, 15 rock stars made the cut, 75 or so fellow alums, you out there? Let me hear from you. Now, the alums know how this works, and really most of you already know how it works. Speakers get 5 minutes to make a presentation. They get 20 slides. The slides change every 15 seconds. The speaker does not control when those slides change. The Ignite hand of God controls the slides. So the speaker's job is basically to keep it moving, because 15 seconds are going to fly by, 5 minutes are going to fly by. How quick do 5 minutes go by? I'll give you a case in point. Mr. Roboto by Styx is the worst song in the history of rock and roll. Can I get a second? All right, thank you. The album version of Mr. Roboto is 5 minutes and 28 seconds, and if you can sit through that, you can sit through any Ignite presentation, including this one. But it's only going to get better, guys, because we've got a great lineup tonight. We're going to hear from a talking dog. We're going to talk some haiku. We're going to talk some misadventures in spell check. We're going to hear a teacher talk about the profession of teaching. You may hear some things that make you feel awkward or uncomfortable. And not this kind of awkward and uncomfortable, I hope. But you may hear some ideas that kind of take you outside of your comfort zone. But you know, that's the cool thing about ideas. And that's one of the cool things about Ignite. Another cool thing about Ignite, you're not going to hear a sales pitch. This is a marketplace of ideas. It is not one more marketplace for stuff. So even the most cleverly disguised salespeople can't sweet talk their way onto the stage here. So once again, for IB6, you need not worry about hearing some affected British-sounding gecko trying to jam you for auto insurance. The gecko doesn't even make it to the fan vote. I mean, these organizers are ruthless about the no sales pitch.
All right, thank you, sir.
Ragged transition here. Say hi to my dogs. Redwin is our little puppy dachshund. Phoebe is our Franken dog. She is part dachshund, part Labrador Retriever, and I try to never think about how that happened. They are great dogs. They are not great Ignite fans because they're too passive. We want you guys to be active. Talk about what you're hearing. Use the hashtag IB6 and get behind your speakers. Give it up for them when they're killing it. Give it up for them when they're struggling. And whatever you do not heckle, do not boo, do not be a jackass. In fact, if you have a boo that you have to get out of your system, hit me right now. Well, that was kind of half-hearted, but it's just going to have to suffice because that's the last boo tonight. Because I'm telling you, it takes creativity to do what these folks are about to do. More importantly, it takes cojones to do what they're going to do. It does not take cojones to sit out there in the back and toss around wisecracks. They don't do it. And if you're still sitting there thinking, well, I could do this better than they're doing it, well, prove it. Because sometime after Ignite 6, probably in October, we will have Ignite Boise 7. So keep an eye on igniteboise.com, find out about when the application deadline comes in. Maybe we'll give you a chance to speak, and if you speak, you are guaranteed to get one of these t-shirts. Now, Ignite would seem to exist in a world where money doesn't matter because you got volunteer organizers, volunteer speakers, free admission. But none of this happens without the generosity of the sponsors. So, big hand for the sponsors. If you want your company to be on here, talk to one of the organizers. I'm sure they would love to have a conversation with you and your checkbook. Now, this final slide requires no narration, so excuse me a second. All right, that it should have worked. My work is done here. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy the show. Thanks for coming.